you I didn't know how to work it. Okay, so anyway, San Diego, Judy Keene, get in touch if you want to come. Okay, so I've got to tell you that when I met Greg, he was just out of Belmont Dam. It was 15 years ago. He was a young stud. He was hilarious.
He still is.
Patrick actually stole the show at our wedding. Now, visualize
As one
this.
does.
Okay, visualize this. Here you have someone else at the wedding. Their dad was a very beautiful man, elegant, gracious, dignified most of the time. Not all the time, though. The Gavin men have a secret, insane, funny side.
Yes.
Now, this, if you ever get Greg a lot and Patrick a lot, you'll see it a lot. But okay, so they have a secret, insane side. And at our wedding, Patrick and Greg stole the show with a bump and grind dance routine.
That's the proper term.
We'll be doing this again tomorrow.
So we had an MC there who suggested it helps loosen people from all over the country that don't know each other. And you have something that's kind of fun. So invite your audience to come out and do a little fashion parade. And so my dad, at 80-something, comes out and he does a moonwalk. And the Gavin brothers come out in their tuxedos. And
Like
they
Step
start
Brothers.
stripping. And off comes the tie, off comes the jackets, and they start the hip thing, and it really was the most hilarious thing I've ever seen in my life. It's a wonder we could stand and talk, afterwards.
I want to see it now.
It's very exciting. Unfortunately, it's not well recorded because we didn't realize that the setting for the reception, in daylight it was a beautiful outdoor patio setting. Turns out at night it had no lighting to speak of. So all of this is going in semi-darkness, which would actually be funny. So anyway.
Or intimate.
So the Gavin brothers were the hit of the night. No one else remembers much of anything else.
We don't need that.
And from there, I've got to say, there have been so many memorable moments over the years with the Gavin men in general. Jim Gavin from
Patriarch.
Canada. And the Gavin brothers and their dad, Pat. Their idea of going for a walk on the beach is, okay, normal people just do walking, right? No, not the Gavins. Okay, so their idea of walking on the beach is, okay, let's just walk along beside Dad, and you take one leg and I'll take the other, and we'll just kind of carry him along. And we have pictures of this. One of their other favorite things is be careful when you walk with them, because if there's a camera nearby, they're very apt to come behind you and do little hand signals, which may or may not suit exactly your personality. So there's been so much joy and happiness. Probably the most stunning thing, though, in addition to all the humor, just give me a second here, I'm okay, is that there's a depth of caring and tenderness that is what you would wish every human being to have in their life. Both the brothers, both Patrick and Greg, had a level of caring for their dad when he got sick. Didn't matter what they were doing in their lives with heavy school things, heavy family things, heavy workloads. They were flying out every 2 weeks, 3,000 miles away, to be with their dad and spend time. Jim Gavin was coming out every 2 weeks, no matter what his life was about. And Ann Gavin too, thank you. Ann was brand new to the family back then. And there's a depth of tenderness and caring that is extraordinary in my experience to see among men. We're used to seeing women caregiving, women showing up to do the nursing aspect, women being there at 3 in the morning taking care of someone who's ill. These Gavin men are there day and night, no matter what's going on. And I'll never forget the night when, no, when Pat was really ill and Greg was there, and it was 2 or 3 in the morning. He woke up and he was shaking violently. And Greg was totally calm and reassuring, and he just went and hugged his dad for 20 minutes until the paramedics came there. And it was such an instinct, it was so automatic, it was so caring. I would trust my life to this man. And I would embrace the fact that Lindsey made a great choice, and I know he's made a great choice in you. And what tells me that is when I met with him after a late dinner last year in San Diego. It was late in the evening, he had a business trip, he was tired, it had been a long week, and he was telling me about Lindsey. This is before you were engaged. And he said, yeah, we've been dating for a year now. He's talking, and he goes, I don't think I can live without her. And I go, I really don't want to get married. And I said, I really want to get married.
That sounds about right.
And then he goes, and I said, well, does Lindsey want to get married? He goes, yeah, I think so. I know. Hey, Greg, guess what? If you can't live without her, you're going to get married. And so a few months later, they were engaged, and then everything started accelerating. Lindsey went back to school. She was working a heavy schedule. The kids were there. Greg was cooking dinners out here. I'm not sure.
Wow.
His workload was accelerating and more responsibilities. He had to now fly to San Diego every few months. And so Judy shows up, and I expected to see a haggard. I thought, this man's world is upside down. He spent all his life being single. And now he has a family, more work, more plans, and a wedding. I mean, how bad can that be? Most men just fold, you know? They just hide in the closet. And what I saw, and I would wish this on every human being on the planet, what I saw was a Greg Gavin I'd never seen before. He was floating 3 inches off the ground because he was so happy. He was happy with his life and this huge change, and it was the most wonderful thing I could imagine for him because Lindsey did this miracle. And I thank you for bringing that joy that just creates this whole new, wonderful, incredible joy in Greg Gavin's life. And I can only congratulate you, and I know your future will be bright and wonderful. None of our lives are perfect, but I want to say that your dad would be thrilled for you. Your dad's spirit is shining out. And so, in honor of your dad, I'm going to repeat the Gaelic blessing, which is, may the road rise to meet both Greg's and Lindsey's backs. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, and the rain fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, my friends, may God hold you in the hollow of his hand. God bless you.
Good.
You guys.
But it's better over there. It's better.
Where's Patrick? I guess Kate.